Hello, good morning, Pimpangka.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm Ratu Ilma. Hi, Pak Darmo. Sorry.
Hello.
I just,
Yes.
okay. Okay. I really appreciate with your time today. May I ask you about the research in Thailand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of a new issue in Thailand about the mathematics education there?
New issue.
Yeah.
I think in Thailand maybe they have the new topic like the Western country, because now in Thailand it's just the starting step, the first step of the research in mathematics education. So we have to develop from the basic research to So the topic of the research the basic one, the not complicated, not the new one. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thailand focus on a PISA international program.
Yes.
Yeah, because when I saw a position of Thailand in the middle of the rank, it's very good because Indonesia is the below. It's no problem.
No,
It's
I think Thailand and Indonesia is the same position.
I hope so, because our government already since 2012 revised the curriculum. Is that good for me and for our country? But I hope for next time Indonesia will increase the PISA item, especially in math education.
Thailand also they have the encourage that they're trying to change something in curriculum.
Yeah. What kind of that?
Like have more some the development of the critical thinking, analytic thinking, something like this.
Higher order thinking skill, right?
Yeah.
21st century competencies?
Yes.
You mean? Okay. Yeah. The same like Indonesia. Okay. Pimpangka, maybe I cannot extend in your presentation because there is a different program in other windows, Zoom meeting, because this daring. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I can follow just for 10 or 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Pinangka, for this conversation.
Yes. Dr. Hacker in Indonesia, Sriwijaya University. They are online learning right now.
Sorry. What is? Yeah, I just joined. Yeah. Sorry. What do you say? Yes.
At Indonesia now, the students have live in their home and like use the online learning.
Yes, the COVID-19 pandemic. So that all the government launched the regulation for the student and teachers to work from home. So they use the distance learning to convey, to deliver their teaching material on the learning and doing anything. Yes, we take the work from school to home.
Okay.
Yeah, because the pandemic is still increasing in Indonesia. Yes, its polyton is still so high.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so now we don't know yes, when the pandemic will be over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the from primary school to university, the student and the teacher as the work in their home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. There's so many spectacle we have to handle because we didn't prepare before. But this is uh, just what it is we call this the natural disasters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we do the best for the student, but sometimes the infrastructure don't support to run our learning process.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. This is so noisy. Something like this is not clear for the students. Sometimes so maybe the teaching is just break because something else due to maybe device is not support to do the distant learning.
Oh no.
Yeah, because they study from remote area. So yeah, something is in rainy, something lost, anything.
Mm-hmm.
So like now it's a rainy season in Indonesia.
Oh.
Yeah. So sometimes this has become the village become inundated. So the electricity is shortcut off. No electricity, no signal, something like that. So it's in and it's not possible to do the distant learning. This is the problem we facing now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Maybe the internet is rather good in compare with Indonesia infrastructure for the IT.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
uh,
Uh,
okay, she started. Okay, sorry, it's okay. Yeah, okay, so Navita, please your time.
Thank you, Pak Darmo. Sebelum acara dimulai, kami menghimbau kepada peserta untuk uh, mengaktifkan video dan menonaktifkan audionya selama kegiatan kuliah umum kita hari ini berlangsung. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat pagi dan salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Yang kami hormati Wakil Dekan Bidang Umum dan Keuangan FKIP Unsri, Ibu Dr. Randa Nyimas Aisyah MPD PhD. Yang kami hormati Koordinator Program Studi S1 Pendidikan Matematika, Fakultas Keguruan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Sriwijaya, Ibu Dr. Hafiza MT. Yang kami hormati Koordinator Program Studi Magister Pendidikan Matematika, Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Sriwijaya, Bapak Dr. Dharma Wijoyo MSI. Yang kami hormati Koordinator Program Studi Dokter Pendidikan Matematika, Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Sriwijaya, Bapak Dr. Bapak Profesor Zulkardi MSc MIKOM. Yang kami hormati narasumber kita dari Lampang Rajabat University Thailand, Dr. Pimpaka Intaros. Yang kami hormati Bapak Ibu dosen Program Studi Pendidikan Matematika, Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan, Universitas Sriwijaya. Yang kami hormati tamu undangan dan mahasiswa Program Studi Pendidikan Matematika yang kami banggakan. Alhamdulillah, puji syukur kita panjatkan kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, karena berkat rahmat-Nya, kita dapat melaksanakan kuliah umum program studi pendidikan matematika, Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan, Universitas Sriwijaya, dengan tema Open Approach in Learning Mathematics. Salawat serta salam selalu tercurahkan kepada Nabi Muhammad Shallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, keluarga serta sahabat, dan semoga kita semua mendapatkan syafaatnya di hari akhir. Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Bapak Ibu sekalian, susunan acara kita pada pagi hari ini yaitu 1. Pembukaan, 2. Mendengarkan lagu Indonesia Raya, 3. Sambutan oleh Koordinator Program Studi Pendidikan Matematika, Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan, Universitas Sriwijaya, sekaligus membuka acara. 4. Doa, 5. Foto bersama, 6. Paparan materi oleh Dr. Pimpaka Intaros, dilanjutkan diskusi dan tanya jawab, dan terakhir penutup. Untuk membuka acara hari ini, marilah kita melafazkan basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Memasuki agenda selanjutnya, yaitu menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya. Hadirin dimohon berdiri. Hadirin dimohon duduk kembali. Selanjutnya, sambutan. Sambutan akan disampaikan oleh Ibu Dr. Hafiza MT, selaku Koordinator Program Studi Pendidikan Matematika, Fakultas Keguruan Ilmu Pendidikan, Universitas Sriwijaya, sekaligus membuka acara. Kepada Ibu, kami persilakan.
Baik, terima kasih Bu Nopita. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pak Intaros. I would say thanks to the Honorable Vice Dean of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, the Honorable Head of Study Program in Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, the Honorable Lecturer of Mathematics Education Department who can attend this meeting, students I love who could participate in this general lecture, especially Dr. Pimpaka Intaros from Lampang Rajabat University, Thailand. Welcome to Sriwijaya University. The Dean apologies unable to attend our activities this morning because at the same time there is a meeting at the faculty. The Dean expressed his gratitude to Pimpaka, who has been willing to share knowledge at Sriwijaya University, especially in the Mathematics Education Department. Okay, the topic of our general lecture this morning is open approach in mathematics learning. I think this is a very interesting topic for us to discuss. How can we implement an open approach in mathematics learnings at school? What are our preparation for implementing it? Please, student, follow it well. If there is anything unclear, don't hesitate to ask question to our keynote speaker this morning. Make the best of this opportunity to explore this topic. Jadi kesempatan ini silakan dimanfaatkan dengan sebaik-baiknya. Jadi jika ada hal-hal yang kurang jelas, silakan ditanyakan. Mungkin kalau kesulitan atau terkendala untuk menyampaikannya dalam bahasa Inggris, mungkin nanti akan dibantu oleh moderator Ibu Weni untuk menyampaikannya ke narasumber. Ya, jadi silakan ditanyakan jika ada hal-hal yang kurang jelas dari kegiatan kuliah umum kita pada pagi hari ini. Jadi untuk mendatangkan Pimpaka ini agak sulit, kita waktunya diundur, semestinya minggu kemarin. Ya, jadi ini adalah kesempatan yang sangat berharga untuk kita menggali informasi yang lebih mendalam terkait open approach ya in mathematics learning. Okay, thanks to Pimpaka for sharing your knowledge with us. Thanks for your time. We hope that we can collaborate again in research at the future about mathematical learning. I think that's all my speech by saying Bismillah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The general lecture of the Mathematics Education Department on the topic open approach in mathematical learning was officially opened. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih kepada Ibu Dr. Hafiza MT yang telah memberikan sambutan sekaligus membuka acara kita hari ini. Selanjutnya adalah pembacaan doa. Kepada Saudara Bayu Haryanto, SPD, kami persilakan.
Baiklah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin hamdan syakirin hamdan na'imin hamdan yuafin wa yukafi mazida. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi jalali wajhikal karim azimi sultanik. Allahumma shalli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. Rabbana taqabbal minna salatana wa syiyamana wa qiyamana wa ruku'ana wa sujudana wa tadurru'ana wa takhashyana wa tamin taqsyirana ya Allah ya Rabbal alamin. Rabbi ighfir lana wa liwalidayna rahmuhuma kama rabbayana shaghira. Allahumma inna nas'aluka salamatan fid wa afiatan fil jasad wa ziyadatan fil ilmi wa barakatan fil rizqi wa taubatan qabla maut wa rahmatan indal maut wa maghfiratan ba'dal maut. Allahumma hawin 'alna fi syakratil maut wa najata minan nar wa la tanjaz. Rabbana la tuzigh bana ba'da idh hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka innaka antal wahhab. Ya Allah Tuhan kami, lancarkanlah acara pada pagi hari ini sehingga kami mendapatkan ilmu yang bermanfaat sehingga kami dapat mengamalkannya. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Walhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih pada Saudara Bayu Haryanto SPD. Bapak Ibu sekalian, sebagai dokumentasi Saya akan mengambil foto kegiatan kita pagi hari ini. Dimohon Bapak dan Ibu untuk mengaktifkan videonya. Saya meminta bantuan kepada Bapak Jerry Araiku, SPD MPD untuk mengambil gambar. Dr. Pimpaka, we are going to take a picture of as documents of this general lecture. Baik, 1. Di sini ada 8 slide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
sedang melaksanakan akreditasi internasional.
Thank you for all. And selanjutnya memasuki acara inti, yaitu pemaparan materi oleh narasumber kita dari Lampang Rajabat University, Thailand, sekaligus diskusi dan tanya jawab yang dipandu secara langsung oleh Ibu Weni Dwi Pratiwi SPD MSc selaku moderator. Kepada Ibu Weni, kami persilakan.
Baik, terima kasih Ibu Novita. Selamat pagi semuanya. Good morning everyone. Good morning, Dr. Pimpaka Intaros from Lampang Rajabat University, Thailand. So my name is Weni. I will be the moderator of this general lecture. How are you today, Dr. Pimpaka?
Yes, I'm fine.
I hope you are fine, always fine every day. So on behalf of members of Mathematics Study Program, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Sriwijaya University, I would like to thank you for being able to be our general lecturer today. And before you present the presentation, please allow me to tell all the students, especially about your curriculum vitae of Dr. Pimpaka Intaros. So, Dr. Pimpaka Intaros PhD is a lecturer in Mathematics Program, Faculty of Science, Lampang Rajabat University, Thailand. She completed the Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics Education, Faculty of Education from Konkan University, Thailand. And she completed the Master degree in 2012 of Master of Education in Mathematics Education, Faculty of Education, also in the same university, Konkan University, Thailand. And she completed the Bachelor degree in 2009 of Bachelor of Education for major and minor English for teachers from Faculty of Education from Chiang Mai University, Thailand. She published some academic articles. Some of them are about problem solving and also of open approach and lesson study. And she also an awardee of Japan Student Service Organization of Tsukuba Short-Term Study Program Scholarship from University of Tsukuba, Japan from January to March 2018. She attended some conferences from around the world, from Thailand, Tokyo, Japan, Hamburg, Germany, and Singapore. You can contact Dr. Pimpaka directly to email ipimpaka@g@lpru.ac.th for more information, or you want to ask something about research, especially in open approach in mathematics learning. I think this is the time. Please welcome Dr. Pimpaka Intaros, who will speak on open approach in mathematics learning. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Weni.
You're welcome.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
I would like to share my screen. Okay. Now, you set my topic like an open approach for teaching mathematics, but today I would like to short my talking about the teaching mathematics through problem solving. Yeah. Do you know where is Lampang or Lampang Ratchapat University? Yeah, they're in the north of Thailand, in the yellow one. So Lampang is here near Lamphun and Chiang Mai. So I would like to introduce my province and my university a little bit. This is the website of the Lampang Ratchapat University. You can visit us at www.lpru.ac.th. But it's almost in Thai. But you can visit us, like see a picture, see like the update information. And I would like to introduce the conference about the mathematics education that will held in Thailand, in Khon Kaen province. The PME, the Conference of the International Group for the Psychology of Mathematics Education, they will be held in Thailand. Last year, there will be the pandemic of the coronavirus 19. So the virtual conference, and to this year there will be the hybrid conference. So you can register and join us at the conference for mathematics education. So it is the conference of the big conference for mathematics educator. So the student can join, the teacher can join, the professor can join the conference also. And you no need to come to Thailand. You can access your virtual conference because they are the hybrid conference. And this is the national conference for the Society of Mathematics Education in Thailand. The group of mathematics educators, they are cluster, they compose together to publish, to establish the society, Thailand Society of Mathematics Education. And we have the conference each year, in every year. And this year is the seventh time, the seventh of the society conference. And also they are almost in Thai, but you can access and learn how we organize the conference, how about the topic in the conference, so you can join the full online Thailand Society of Mathematics Education conference. So you can, for more information, you can access www.tsmed.or.th. And so let's go to the topic. When you think about the teaching mathematics through problem solving, what word do you think about? Tell me a word. So I would like to hear some words from you, from student, Srivijaya University. What a word do you think about the teaching mathematics through problem solving? You can open your microphone and respond me some word that you think about the teaching mathematics through problem solving. Challenge. Okay. Challenge. Yeah, this is the interesting word about the problem teaching mathematics through problem solving. Anyone else?
Proofing.
Pardon?
Proofing. Proof.
Yeah, proving. Yes, proving. So we let the student to prove their mathematical reasoning. Proving, challenging. Yeah. Anyone else? Giving a math problem. Yes, giving a math problem. Give them a problem, not give them an answer or some fact about the problem, but give them a problem, give the student a problem. Yes. So this word is relating to the teaching mathematics through problem solving. So let's see what about the teaching mathematics through problem solving. Yeah, there are three levels of the there are three levels of teaching mathematics. The level 1. So let's explore yourself. What kind of the teaching that you have in your teaching career. The level 1 teacher can tell the student the important basic idea of mathematics, such as facts, concepts, and procedures. The student just tell and describe for the student. And level 2, teacher can explain the meanings and reasons of the important basic ideas of mathematics in order for the student to understand them. From level 1, the student just only tell, but the level 2, the student more explanation, more reasoning about the fact and the concept behind them. So a little bit different. How about the level 3? Can you guess? Can you give some example of the level 3 of teaching mathematics? Can you guess? What kind of teaching in level 3 in teaching mathematics look like? Give the problem. Give the problem. Yes. The level 3 of teaching mathematics is the teaching provide the student with opportunities to understand, just the opportunity to understand the basic idea and support the learning, so the student become independent learners. So the student can identify the problem by themselves. The student can find the solution by themselves. The student can reasoning the procedure, the principle behind them by themselves. So the student can be the independent learners. So there are 3 levels of teaching mathematics. So the level 3 is the one that I would like to emphasize this for today. So let's do the activity. How can you divide this figure into 2 parts equally by using only one line? Oops, sorry. Oh, you see? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Only one line. Can you show me a picture?
Can somebody do this? Dear students? Anyone want to respond?
Yes. If I have a chance to give a line,
maybe just cut in the
these pictures with this line. I will draw this line in this part. So
yeah,
two part. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes. Only one line. Another line. Do you have another line to divide this figure into 2 parts equally? Enough. Okay. Someone said enough for this figure. So They have the only one line to divide this figure into two parts equally. There is a symmetry line. Okay, next one. The same, the activity number 2. So the same direction. How to divide this figure into two parts equally by using one line. Divide it. A student reply in the message. Divide it diagonally from top left to bottom right. You mean from this diag? So you write in the horizontal line like this? Like this one, right? Yes, okay. Your friends find the line. They have another line. Vertical line, same way like previous. Okay. Okay. Like this one. Sorry for I have the series of the lecture different from your answer. Sorry. Like this one is also it can divide into two parts. And next one also. And the next one, like you answer from horizontal line, and is from the vertical line and horizontal line, and from diagonal. How about another one? There is another line to divide this figure into two parts equally. Enough or not enough? Vertical line. Yes, vertical line. Your friends have also answered before. Do you have another line?
From the top right to the bottom left.
Like the first line. Like the first line, like this one. Could you please?
No, I mean from the bottom left to top right.
Yeah, like this. Oh, sorry. I think you see like these figures, like this line. From the top right to bottom below. Yes. Something like this. And the one is also from the top right to the bottom below. And this one is also, and also this line. Yeah. And is this enough or not? Enough. Okay. Enough. Oh, yeah. Wow, a lot of oh, enough. Okay, almost the students say that it's enough line to divide. Fa Fahira.
Yes.
Yes. Can you describe your idea to the student, to your friends?
From the letter N, it's that if we divide it to 4 parts, we can see that the top left part is congruent with right. Can I annotate, please? I'm trying to say that this part is congruent with this part, and this part is congruent with this part, and it's you can state it.
Sudah tahu.
Going to be so I think we can just divide it, and it will be equal in both parts.
Yes. Okay. So a lot of the line that Fahira see, she see the like an equal part of 2 parts. So they have a lot of line that can divide this figure, that's the n figures, into 2 parts equally. Thank you, Fahira. Yes, it is the how many symmetry line? How many? A lot of, right? If you see in the central point of the circle, it will divide into 360 degree. So we'll divide into 360 lines also to divide this figure into 2 parts. Okay, thank you, Fahira, and thank you all students to join these questions. And activity number 3. How you can you show your idea how to divide this figure into 2 parts equally by using only 1 line? Use the prior knowledge from the last activity, from the activity 1 and activity number 2, from the symmetry line and the symmetry point to find the line to divide this figure into 2 parts. Yeah, Washington. Do you think so? I say that this in any can I call this figure is the L shape. L shape is no need for this part in vertical line at the same length from the horizontal line. Not the same. So different in any L shape. Yes, this is the first idea of your friends. So from this point, from this point to this point. Sorry. Oops. And so I give you around 2 or 3 minutes.
So Dr. Pimpaka said that it is not a regular L shape, but it is any L shape you know. So this part doesn't necessarily the same to this line. Is that right, Dr. Pimpaka?
Yes, yes. From this to this, oh, sorry. From this point to this point, not the same length from this point to this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
In any L shape.
In Indonesia, we have it like sembarang. Huruf L sembarang. Huruf L itu kan tidak ada yang panjangnya sama antara vertikal sama horizontal.
So talk to your friends.
It becomes more challenging now.
Yeah. This problem I take from the lecture of Professor Akiko Takahashi from Japan, and now he work at the United States in DePaul University.
So this problem addressed to what level of class? Level of class, like junior high school or senior high school?
Around junior high school.
Junior high school.
Related to the symmetry line and symmetry point. The last figure, the L, the M and N shape, I took from the Japanese textbook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And this one I think is related to each other. So I took it from for the third activity. Yeah. That's in English also. The Thai student they say that it's hard to understand, but they have interesting insights. So I encourage them to study from this textbook.
Is there anybody want to respond this problem? Okay, Rizka Maini.
Yes, they have some answer from the chat. Make an imaginary rectangle. Then draw the line through the midpoint. You mean make rectangle like this? Yes. Can Rizka show your idea please to your friends?
Rizka boleh speak ya, Rizka, untuk mengklarifikasi. You can speak freely to clarify your answer. Rizka? Rizka Maini? Oh, has an issue.
Sorry, my phone has.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I guess the idea of Rizka. She makes the rectangle, the full rectangle, right? And make a so the rectangle they have the diagonal line also, but in the shape the L shaped line there is no need to this part, and this part is not equally. It's not equal. So this is the one idea to get into the method or the solution from Pera and from Rizka. Pera used the line like this, and Rizka make a rectangle first and then make a diagonal line like this. Yes, this is the interesting way to get into the line that divide into equal. Another idea?
We want to see more hands up. I think it is also need to be clarified, like where the midpoint is from this Kameni.
Yeah.
If we said that through the midpoint, so where is the midpoint of this rectangle, including the imaginary part of this rectangle?
Okay, let's see how to find the line that divide this figure into two parts. So we have divide. It's like a hint to find the symmetry point. So the next hint is symmetry points. So have they have not only one symmetry point in this figure. Not only one symmetry point. Yeah. So let's see. So I divide it into two parts, but not equally, right? So so I find the central like the student said before. So I find the central point of this one. Yes. And the next one is also like this. Can you find the line? Show me how to find the line. If I show direction like this. Can you?
Oke, sudah diberi beberapa bantuan oleh Dr. Pimpaka bagaimana mencari garisnya dengan beberapa hint ini. How to find the line using these hints that already given by Dr. Pimpaka.
Can you find? Riska and Hera, can you continue to make a line?
Rizka, Pera barangkali bisa melanjutkan apa tadi yang sudah dipikirkan dengan dibantu oleh hint ini. Perhatian semuanya, boleh bicara ya. Jadi silakan nanti dihidupkan mikrofonnya, silakan bisa lebih partisipatif dan interaktif. Jadi I just told them to be more participated in this class by speaking.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what the line is inside this figure. This is a line that divide this figure into two parts equally. So I would like to see the reasoning behind this one. Can you show me the reason why this line, the green line, why does this line divide this figure into two parts? Why? Can you show me some reasoning? Yes. So Fahira, yes, the green line divide both the first and second rectangle in half. Yes. So the first, so I see So I separate the two figures, the upper one like this. So this line divide the first figure into two parts, and the second the bottom figures. So this the green line is divided two parts equally. So the L shape will be divided by this green line into two parts equally. Yes, wave your hand. Okay, thank you for Fahira. So why do we have teach mathematics through problem solving, like activity 1, activity 2, and activity 3, like a series, the symmetry line that I showed you before. So why we have to teach mathematics through problem solving? The first one, the student can enjoy solving unfamiliar problems. So the student have to find the unfamiliar or challenging problem for the student to find the answer. And we can expect the mathematics to make sense, not by the telling from the teacher, but the student trying to make sense with the mathematics by themselves and by the discussion together with the classmate and the teacher. And the student learn to reason mathematically, use the prior knowledge to build the new one, the new idea. I mean, the student have learned, they have learned in the class before, and the student have the experience in their daily life. So they can make sense with the activity, and they can reason mathematically and build the new knowledge for themselves. And the experience of the mathematical discovery is naturally deepen their perseverance. So yeah. So the student, when they have the struggle in the problem, they have the perseverance to find the answer by themselves. So it's naturally to deepen their perseverance. And the last one is we can see the power of their explanation and careful written work when we ask them to written the idea, to show the idea, so the student have the explanation. Like the last student can show me the reason why the green line can divide it into two parts. So the student can have the explanation. So they spark inside themselves and the classmate to see what the new idea or what the new concept of mathematics knowledge. So I took this one from the lessonresearch.net. They have some problems, some experience of the teacher and the student to show why we have to teach problem solving through teach mathematics through problem solving. You can search more information. So the student can build their own mathematical knowledge. Is the final step, the final destination of the teaching mathematics through problem solving. Yeah. And let's see what's the mathematical knowledge. Like you have studied today is the pure or applied mathematics, right? You have studied like the abstract algebra, the linear algebra, like the numerical method, like something like this is the pure or applied mathematics or the tertiary mathematics, right? And the student they have children mathematics. I mean the student have the experience to compare the numbers, they have the experience to see how much is it and how length it is and how weight it is, something like this. The student have the experience in their daily life. So we have to find something to relate it, the pure mathematics and or applied mathematics into the children mathematics, not by telling and not by some summarization from the teachers, but they have the school mathematics from the teacher. School mathematics not doesn't mean the mathematics that teaching in the school it's different. It's a little bit different from the mathematics that teach in the school, but they have the development of the school mathematics from like a contextualized mathematics from D'Ambrosio 2001. They have D'Ambrosio is the Brazilian mathematics education. They have he study about the mathematics in the culture, in the daily life of the people in the local life in Brazil. And in 1993 they have the explanation about the mathematics like street mathematics and school mathematics. It's a different one. And everyday mathematics and academic mathematics from 2002 from Kuliah and Schleiman. And also in autumn in 2004 in everyday mathematics and decontextualized mathematics. So you can see the school mathematics like different from the everyday and straight mathematics is a little bit different. And Pressmake 2007 in Australia, she studied about the everyday mathematics and school mathematics. And also in the International Congress in Mathematics Education 13 in Germany, and the International Congress in Mathematics Education 14 will be held in China, in Shanghai. In Shanghai this year, in the mid year. The last ICME 13, they have mentioned about the out of school mathematics and school mathematics. So it's the different kind of mathematics. So we have to relate these two kind of mathematics to each other. Like this figure that I showed you before. Like we have to find the way to connect the two kind of mathematics, pure or applied mathematics, with the children mathematics. They connect with the school mathematics. Yes. And my professor, Maitri Imprasit, in 2016, they have he has to describe about the school mathematics that would like the student to learn, like 5 composition. The first one is considering appropriate specific domain for teaching in school, such as numbers, geometry, measurement, algebra, like the first one, specific domain. And the next one is considering student idea. The student idea, so it is the meaningful mathematics for the student, both the class and their daily life. The student idea, like I show you the activity before, when you see the problem, don't tell the student how to find first, but let the student to familiar with the problem and find the answer by themselves. Try them to reason the answer by themselves. So it is the meaningful mathematics for the student. And the next one is considering a cognitive development and abstraction of mathematical nature. Like a different children in any level, they have the different cognitive development. So we have to relate to the abstraction of the mathematics. So the division is appropriate with the student that have learned the multiplication before, like this. And the fourth one is the considering integration between content and pedagogy, such as pedagogical content knowledge or PCK. So the mathematics educator will familiar with the word PCK, pedagogical content knowledge. The teacher have to consider the integrate with about the contents, like the number one composition, the specific domain like number, geometry, measurement, and algebra. and consider with the pedagogy or the teaching and learning of the student in classroom. So we have to consider the PCK also. And the last one is considering an appropriate knowledge in teaching, such as mathematics knowledge for teaching, or MKT. MKT and PCK is the teacher knowledge in teaching mathematics. So we have to consider the MKT also, because in teaching they have the in the book of the teaching gap. Do you know the teaching gap? In 1999, teaching gap, this Hubert and Stigler had said that the teaching is a cultural activity. So it means it depends on the student in each class. It depends on the student in each community. So we have to decide what is the appropriate pedagogical content knowledge, or what is the appropriate MKT or mathematical knowledge for teaching. So the teacher have to design the lesson for the student. So it is the 5 composition of the school mathematics that the teacher have to consider before they go to the classroom. Yes, this is the man who introduced me to know the mathematics education, Associate Professor Dr. Maitri Inpasit at Khon Kaen University, Thailand. So he introduced me the school mathematics, the philosophy behind the mathematics education, and anything about the mathematics education. Professor Maitri Inpasit. If you come to Thailand, you will see him in Khon Kaen University. Yeah. And how the children construct and make sense to mathematical concept. A concept like you have known that a concept is the idea or mental image. So to learn and to get better understanding of the concept, the children have to have a bunch of the common experiences relating to the concept through the experience of physical model. So when we get the better understanding about the idea or mental image or the concept, so we have something to hands-on or something to experiment with them, so we can get the idea of the concept and the mental image through the experience with physical model, like abstracting process to the concept formation. It will be success when we have done with the through experience with physical model. Yes, and the next one is a flow of lesson that I would like to introduce you. As Associate Professor Dr. Maitri Inpasit, in 2019, they have coined a term like a flow of lesson, like a combination of the learning mathematics from the real world to the mathematical world. They start from the representation of real world. The representation of real world is the performance of the using figures or other materials for communicate the student real world experience related to the problem situation. Like this. This is the take from the book like this. They have the original one is from the Japanese. So the Japanese have the English one. So Thailand, Professor Dr. Maitri and Dr. Masami Isoda, they collaborate together and they translate into Thai. So in this, yeah, from this one, like in the PowerPoint. How many and how many? So the teacher try to use the student representation of real world. They're trying to make sense about the number of 5 by subtract by use the game of the pool, like a ping pong, a ball, like a ball into two parts. So it will be like this. The left one is the 3, and we will be it will close another one. The student have to guess what is the another number that composed to be 5, like this, and 3, 2, and 1, 4, or maybe sometime is the 4, 1, like this. They use the representation of real world. The student playing and the student like playing a game with their friends. So we have to make some situation or make some problem situation for the student by real world like this. This is a picture from the classroom, the real classroom. The teacher tried the student to make sense with the number 5 in grade 1. In grade 1, the student come out and pull the ball, and they will go free to each to left side or right side. The student can guess what the number after that. And the next one from the student real world, it go to the semi-concrete aids. Semi-concrete aids mean performance of using relevant object or concept relating to the student idea emerge from the student understanding of the problem situation or solving those problems. Like this figure, the teacher used this one, use the like a sticker, like a red sticker, represent the ball at the first step. So this teacher can use them to show the left side is 4, so the right will be number what? The student after that. So we have to change the presentation of this problem situation. After that, the student solve the problem, and then when we discuss, the teacher use the semi-concrete aids to discuss with the student. And the last one is a representation. Oops, sorry. Mathematical world. Sorry. And the last one is representation at mathematical world. A performance of using number and symbol for communicate mathematics meaningfully relating to the student idea, like this one. After that, the student solve the problem, and the teacher use the semi-concrete to show the student idea, like in the blackboard. So the last one is the like in this one. 4 and 1 is 5, like this. And this one, 0 and 5 is 5, something like this. And this one and this one. So this is the representation of mathematical world of the how many and how many in grade 1. The student can learn the construction, the construction of the number 5 that's composed of the numerous and the various number of that's composed to be 5. Like this one. This is a bancho or using blackboard. In Japanese teaching or the Thailand, some schools like using open approach and lesson study, the teacher trying to use the bancho or using blackboard by try not to erase all of them that on the board. So they have to plan the lesson, they plan the content, they plan the activity inside the lesson plan. And after that, they have to plan the blackboard also. What is the left side, what is the central side, and what is the right side of the blackboard also. For the student can follow the content and follow the idea of the class also. This is the bansho from Japanese word to show. And like the flow of the lesson from the real world of the student or from the children mathematics, they come to the mathematical world. They have to use the representation of real world and connect it to the semi-concrete as the student, the teacher use the block, use the figures, use the anything to trying to describe the idea of the student after they solve the problem. And then the teacher can go to the teacher and the student can go to the representation of mathematical world. Yeah. And this is the figure of the open class. The open class, they had been in February 18, 2021, last week. So I have to participate in the open class also. The lesson is the weight. It's the first time the student can learn. It is the first time the student learn the weight of the grade 3. At the first step, the teacher asked the student to hold the water flag. So the teacher used her student real world about the stuff in upcoming sport day. The teacher taught the student about the sport day. So we prepared the water flag for you in the sport day, like a hot day. So and she asked the student to hold this one, like this one, to hold the water flag. And the student can make sense about the weight of the water flag by themselves. The girl said that it's too hard after the student hold the water flag. But the boy said that it's quite light. So different one, right? The teacher asked the student from the girl student and the boy student to come up in front of the classroom and ask them to hold the water flag. And the different answer can get the student can make sense with the meaning of the weight. This situation is let the student to think about how to compare and measure the weight. This is the move from the student real world into the mathematical world. And this is the classroom observation. It is mine. I observed the classroom on the lesson of the weight on that. And then the student was asked to compare the weight of the stuff. So the teacher have the whole thing, the like a staple, like a alkaline, and the pencil and the glue stick, the four things. The student have to compare them and see what is the most have the most weight. So the student can compare by themselves and see what is the almost the student can see the pencil, because the pencil is there in their daily life, so the student can familiar with the weight of the pencil. So the student can say by not compare by using this stuff or the measure tool to compare the weight. So the student can answer that the pencil is the lighter one. So this is the lesson study and open approach. This is the Professor Maitri Inprasit. He bring from Japan teaching mathematics to 2006 he come back to Thailand after he graduated in Japan in Tsukuba University. So after that he trying to encourage the teacher to work together and to encourage the teacher. Try not to tell the student the idea of the mathematics, but they try to encourage the teacher use the problem solving to teach the student mathematics. Like this, the first one is the teacher collaborate, plan together, and after that the teacher have to observe the lesson, research lesson. Like the first teacher have to teach, and other teacher have to observe the classroom, and after that they have to collaborate to see what happened in the classroom. Like collaboratively plan. The teacher have to plan, and this is the picture of my student that they have to teach in the school. They plan to use the blackboard together, and they have they plan and see not the only one teacher that have planned the lesson, but they have to collaborate in a group and to what's going to happen after we use the problem situation, something like this, and collaboratively do. The only one teacher have to teach in the classroom, and other teacher have to observe what is going to what's going to happen after use this one, and the student response, the student idea after that, and after that the collaboratively see the teacher have to talk together to discuss together about what the student idea, what we have to improve next time. In different view, the teacher can get the idea, a lot of idea to improve their lesson plan. So this is the cycle of the lesson study. And the open approach, they have the 4 steps in the classroom. The teacher poses the open-ended problem for the student, and the student self-learning. So in this part, the teacher have my professor Maitri have said that the teacher have used the tape to close the mouth up between while the student self-learning. And after that, the teacher used the student idea to discuss and compare to each other, and then summarize the student mathematical idea emerge in the classroom. And plan, do, and see. Mathematics classroom using lesson study and open approach. The teacher prepare problem situation that leads the student to solve the problem by themselves. And after that, we emphasize on the student have their own problematic. The problematic is different from the problem, because the problematic is when the student confront with the problem, when they see what is the difficult part of them. So the student will get the problematic. So they have their own problem to solve, not the problem from the teacher to the student. And we emphasize on the construct how to as a tool for learning instead of memorizing. The student, when they have the problematic, they have to find the way to get the answer of the problem, or to find the solution to get the answer of the problem. So we emphasize, or we value on the how to of the student. And we emphasize on the assessing the student idea instead of bringing knowledge from the teacher to the student. So the student idea is the key success of the lesson study and open approach mathematics classroom. And the teacher role is entrapping student idea. The teacher have to see what the student think, what the student relate to the problem. So the teacher have to prepare the questions to ask the student to show the idea to your classmate. And other teacher who observe the classroom is collect the student idea to reflect for learning together, for designing or improving problem solving or problem situation appropriately with the student idea. Like this one, the teaching mathematics by using open approach, like the lesson that I showed you before, the number of how many and how many, like this lesson. And this lesson I showed you before also. The student try to pull the ball inside the box. So we will go in the left side and the right side differently. So after that, the student can see the various construction of the number 5, not by telling number 5, 4, 3, something like this from the teacher, but student can make sense with the activity that they have learned before, and then they see the different the various construction of number 5, like 2 and 3, 5, 3 and 2, 4 and 1, 5 and 0, and 0 and 5, something like this. And this is one of this is the lesson number 10 in grade 1, addition or subtraction. How like this figure, how many monkeys in the zoo? So I try to show you before that the meaning of the addition. The meaning of addition is they have two numbers and they come together and to be the new one. And the next one is the have the original one and the another one add up. So a different meaning of the addition, like a 2 and hold together like a new one. And the original one and another one is come up, add up. So two different meaning of the addition. So this figure, how many monkeys in the zoo? Like the students go to the zoo, like and the first step, the teacher asked the student, have you ever been into the zoo, and what kind of animal that you see in the zoo, something like this. Ask the student to say about the zoo, the experience in the zoo. So the students said a lot of animal that they have seen in the zoo. So, and in this figure is the 9 plus 6, right? Okay. So let's show your idea. So you can write down your answer or your solution, and you show when you would like to show, you call up and you open your camera. Okay, and I see what you thinking.
Oke, jadi pertanyaannya berapa banyak monyet yang ada di kebun binatang ini? Silakan, ada yang mau merespon?
So yes, 15 monkeys. So 15 monkeys. So I think the student that have learned addition and subtraction before, they can know the answer. Yes, 9 plus 6 equal 19. Oh, sorry, equal 15. 15 is the answer, but we not value the answer, but we value the student idea. So how you get the 15? Can you show me? So this is the open approach that we use with the student in the classroom. We no need the answer. So we see that the student can get the answer fast, but we interested into the student idea, the way of their think, the way of their thought about the solution.
So how do they come up with the 15? That's the answer.
Yes. มันโตลงไปไม่พอ
Ada yang bisa menjawab bagaimana tadi bisa mendapatkan 15 monyet yang ada di kebun binatang ini? Count one by one, of course.
Pardon?
By counting one by one?
Counting one by one. Yes, counting one by one is like a basic step that the student use in the first the first page, the first lesson in the textbooks also. Count on one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if the student use this idea, we will ask the student if a lot of things that you have to count, how could you do that? How could you find it? The easy one, the easier one. Count one by one is the one way. But you will have the difficulty when you confront with a number more than this. Like the student have learned this lesson before, how many and how many, so the student can see the various construction of of each number from 1 to 9. So in this problem, the student can see they can see 9 into different numbers composed to be 9, and also they can see a lot of number to be 6. The student said in 2 plus 5 plus 2 and 3 plus 3, sorry. Can you show your reason? Can you explanation about this figure? 4. What's your name? KGS. Sahara. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. Can you open your microphone and say your story behind the number you have written in the chat? Yeah. And Rama Hadi also.
Fitri Ramadhani bisa berbicara tentang reasoningnya tentang soal ini. Mungkin bisa speak up, Fitri Ramadhani.
How could you see number 2 plus 5 plus 2?
What is the reason behind those numbers? Ada Fitri? Apa alasan memilih 2 ditambah 4 dan sekian-sekian?
Because in this
Where's the number 2? Where's the number 5?
Ada Tadi siapa yang bicara bisa diulangi? Fitri ya?
In this two,
Yeah.
5 monkey
and
2 monkey.
Yes.
And next, in this tree have 2 monkey. And this 4 monkey.
Yes. 2 plus 5 plus 2 and 2 plus 4. So
Yeah.
how you get 15?
Huh?
How do you get 15?
Dari mana dapat 15-nya dari bilangan-bilangan tersebut?
And other friends can help your friends also.
Anybody wants to help Fitri?
Yeah. Can you guess what the Fitri ideas? How did she get 15? Okay. Thank you for your answer to Joy. Yes. The reason behind those numbers is we count them based on their cage. And the left cage they have 3 rocks. We count each monkey on the rock is 2. Okay. To try to describe what the original idea that makes the 2 plus 5 plus 2. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. And this is the idea of the sorry. Can I can you erase your ink of Fitri? Excuse me. Can
Fitri
you
bisa dihapus ini annotate-nya?
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, this is the student written work about the addition in grade 1 in demonstration school at Lampang Ratchapat University, and I and my friends have teach in the school also in grade 1 and grade 2, and it is the grade 1 idea. And the student make 9 plus 6. They subtract the numbers into number 9 into 4 and 5, right? And then make 5 plus 6 is 11, and then 11 plus 5 4 is 15, like this. And like a Fitri so show the idea before, so we can have the different idea to get the 15 also, like this one. 4 and 5 from number 9, and then 5 and 6 to be 11, and then 4 and 11 into 15. Do you have another one that's easier, like a basis idea? This is the idea that use the diagram to help the student to think about the addition or subtraction.
Dr. Pimpaka, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
Because it is now 10 10:30. I think it is the time for question and answer session. So we just jump right to the next session.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna invite all the students to ask you some questions from the chat, and also you can unmute your microphone to ask the question directly to Dr. Pimpaka.
Okay, so I will go fast the last session. Okay, do you have the easier idea to compose and to add this number? So I will show you. This is a better one. Make it easier. Like the important idea in open approach that we use is the making 10. Making 10 is the strong how-to of the student to make 10, to make 100, to make 1,000 for them to be the powerful tools for them. Like 6, we compose to be, we subtract into 1 and 5. So can you guess that number 1 is will be 10 with 9, and 10 to me 10 and 5 to be 15 is the easy one for the student to make the addition with any numbers. So and in a lot of number, it will be the 100 and 1,000, a lot of. So if they have the two like 10, 100 and 1,000, the student can engage and can manage the various number. And I would like to show you another one from Kukam Pithayasan School, the school in Khon Kaen province. It's the three the 100 number minus by the 10 number, like 245 minus by 67. How you get the idea?
Oke, ada yang bisa punya ide di sini?
Yeah. They subtract 67 into 60 and 7. How will the student do after this?
Bagaimana cara mengurangkan 67 dari 245? Ada yang punya ide?
So like Dr. Winnie, let's say that is the final time. So after that, the student see number 5 is a 5 plus 2 is 7, right? So it's a number 7 here, and the 7 here is the same number. So they plus 2 from here, so they have to minus by 2 here also. So the 7 and 7 can make some subtraction. So and after that, they make the 40 here to be 60 like this. So they add the 20 here, so they have to minus by 20 here also. From 198 they minus 20, you see, and then the answer is 178. Is the idea of the Kukam Pithayasan school, that they have the original idea from subtraction numbers, from how many and how many the student can see the various construction of the number. So the student can have the how-to or the tools like make 10 and make 100. So the student use this how-to, the student how to you to find the answer of this problem. 245 minus by 67 by decompose the number into various numbers, so they can get 178 easily. And teaching mathematics through problem solving is to develop children learn mathematics for and by themselves. Is a ESODA 2012 state about the teaching mathematics through problem solving or teaching mathematics through open approach, like this one. And you can see the student raise the hand and answer, and the student show the answer naturally in the classroom. Yes, thank you for your attention, and any question open for you.
Thank you very much for your great presentation and great knowledge about open approach and how to implement that in the school mathematics classroom. So it is very interesting for us to know that we can have many, various things to do to construct the numbers relating to the operation like addition, subtraction, and any other operation, especially in primary mathematics. So any question? Ada pertanyaan dari mahasiswa? Okay, I'm inviting Pera Elisa. Silakan Pera.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity for me. I'm Pera Alicia. I'm sorry I can't open my camera.
Yeah.
My question is, before that, thank you so much to Ma'am Pimpaka for the great discussion for today. My question is, how the learning process in Thailand for high school level? Thank you.
I'm sorry, Dr. Pimpaka, the speaker is still, the microphone is still, your microphone, I think, should be
Sorry.
unmute.
Sorry. Yes, can I repeat the questions again? How is the learning process in junior high school, right?
Yeah, maybe high school level.
Yes. As I said before, we took this one from Japan, and in the first of each topic in classroom, in this textbook, like this one, they have key for the student to learn. So we provide the student the opportunity to solve the problem by themselves from their prior knowledge and from their experience to solve the problem. And then we discuss together and to find the conclusion about the mathematics idea. So, but this is some school in Thailand, but almost school in Thailand, they also telling the fact, the axiom, the rules, the principle, the student also, and give some example to the student. But we, in our project, like lesson study, and we encourage the teacher to use the textbook that start from the problem situation to use with the student so by themselves. In the teaching open approach, we make a mathematics activity like a science activity, like a experiment. So the experiment, the student, so the experiment concept, the student can get involved in this activity and find the idea by themselves. So we believe that the student have their own performance to find the solution by themselves. Yeah, it depends on the teacher to open your mind, to wait for the student answers, to wait for the discussion about the solution, and get the idea in the final. So it's the teacher belief is also important for this kind of teaching. Yes.
Okay, Vera.
So the teacher gives the problem and let the student explore their knowledge like that. And so you can hear my.
I'm sorry that I can't clearly hear what Vera said.
Yeah.
I think she just agree on what you said about and high school classroom about how to get the idea of students is the more important than the solution itself. We have chat box. We jump to the next questions from Ricky. So sometimes students find it difficult to solve math problems in everyday life. In your opinion, what, as a teacher, in mathematics learning that can be able to solve students because they are all afraid in mathematics. So what is the best approach dealing with that condition? Because sometimes students afraid because mathematics is sometimes hard and difficult.
Okay. Like in Thailand classroom also, they in the first step, in the first step in the classroom that have been used this method before, the student shy and afraid to answer the teacher's question, and but we have to produce the classroom culture before, like the classroom culture, the teacher wait the student answers, encourage the student to answer their answer, trying to judge the student answer right or wrong, and encourage the idea to your friend, and get the student to compare the answer by themselves, judge from the teacher at first. So I think the classroom culture is important for to run the problem situation or the classroom using open approach. The open approach like open for the student to get the answer, not right or wrong. In every answer, every solution, and can get the better idea, get the idea of the classroom. So it depends on the student in the classroom, that they have to collaborate to find the answer, to use the experience before to solve the problem. So I think it is important for the first step to make a classroom culture. It's like the teacher wait for the student answer. The teacher cannot tell some information about the mathematics theorem, the mathematics facts to the student, something like this.
I think that's clear. Also, we have another question from Nur Zahwa. She wants to know what is the process of teaching mathematics through problem solving in senior high school in Thailand.
The process,
do they
right?
implement the problem solving? Yeah, the process from teaching method and to assess. the students' achievement through problem solving in senior high school?
In junior high, in junior high school, I think the same like in the elementary school, but it different just only the problem situation. In junior high school, we use like this. I show you. We set the problem situation in the first part of each topic from this textbook, and we and the teacher adapt the problem situation into Thailand context and encourage the student to solve the problem. In the assessment, like I said before, that we have to look into the student answer, but we interested into the student way to solve the problem or the reason behind the way to solve the problem. So it's the change of the teaching method, from the teacher tell the fact of the mathematics first and show the student example 1, 2, 3, and then ask the student to do the exercise after that, and the teacher gives the correct and incorrect to the student answer. But we change into the student provide the problem situation to the student, like these figures. Sorry. Like this one, the teacher have to provide the student problem situation and then let the students solve the problem by themselves and with their friends and with the peers in the classroom. And then we have to collect the student idea to show in the blackboard and ask the student to present the idea and ask how you find the answer and what is the reasoning behind the answer. And then the teacher use this idea to summarize the classroom together with the student. So it's the step of the open approach use with the student is the four, sorry, like a 4 step like this in each class.
So it is also connected to the next questions about open approach. So what if in the classroom that the students' response is not expected, like they said they have wrong solution to the problem. So is it still how do the teacher anticipate that wrong solution from the students, and how do the teacher engage in the situation, like come up from the right solution?
Yeah, it's a good question. Thank you. When the student show the wrong solution, the teacher usually asks them to come to present the idea in front of the class, the first idea, like to show the student and to show the student idea in front of the class, the first idea. When the teacher work together in lesson study cycle, the teacher have to plan the student idea or to anticipate the student idea, what is the right answer and what is the misconception answer of the student could get from the problem situation. When even though the teacher did not anticipate the student idea, they can ask them to present in front of the class and then to show what the solution or what the answer, and then the student in the class will ask or will clarify the solution or the answer by themselves. They're trying to, it's not the way to solve the problem. And then other students try to come up in front of in the class and show what the solution and what the answer of themselves. And the classroom cycle is like this. When the students show the wrong idea or the wrong solution, and after that, other students trying to would like to come to in front of the class and show the better solution or better answer also.
So the role of the teacher is really important to manage the classroom until the goal of the learning is achieved. I think that's the goal of the open approach.
Yes, the teacher have the important roles in this classroom also. When especially when they plan the lesson, they have to anticipate the student idea. They have to plan the problem situation well planned and go to the classroom. The role of teacher just only prepare questions and have to order the questions. Have to ask students some just only this. And in the classroom is the almost the student roles to show what their solution, what they answer about the problem situation. And after that, the teacher have to discuss together in the collaboratively to see what happened when the teacher use problem situation, and then what next we gonna plan problem situation in the cycle like this.
Thank you very much for your answer. So I think one more students, I think the last students want to interact to you directly. I think I'm inviting Ego. Ego want to ask questions?
Thank you, Bueni, for the opportunity has given to me.
You're welcome.
I'm very interested with your presentation, actually, Dr. Pimpaka. And I'm so agree that problem solving can engage many of our students, but others may feel disengaged as a result of not being ready to handle this type of exercise for a number of reasons, like unfamiliarity about problem that we give to them or lack of the prerequisite knowledge. So, do you think that is effective to using problem solving method, especially like in this condition when we just learn from home? From the previous question from the Bueni, we know that when the student have the wrong concept, we can bring them to the true concept, but how if they are to be a passive class? What should we do? Thank you.
So the problem is, you are handling with the silent classroom, like there are no more students who want to participate in the classroom. How to come up with that condition? How to solve the condition?
Yeah. When the student would not to participate in the classroom discussion, right? Yes, in the first step of the open approach, the student have to shine, have to they are afraid to show the ideas to the classroom. So the teacher have to prepare the teacher questions to ask the student, to provoke the student to think about the their way of solving problem. Like is the art, like ART, like I said before, is the art that the teacher have to wait the student and encourage them to show the idea in front of the class. Yeah, the teacher have to prepare the questions or the encouragement, like when the students solve the problem, the teacher have to go to observe the student idea also, and you have to order the idea from the basic idea or the wrong idea into the proposed idea of the classroom. And then when the student did not would not come to in front of the class, you see what happened in the class. and you can select and you can ask the student come up in the front of the class and show the idea to you other student.
Okay. I think I see here again students play important role in creating more noisy classroom, I think, as a teacher in an open approach.
Yes, it's quite difficult, but it's not difficult for the teacher.
Okay, so be active teacher and
Yes.
more encourage to the students in the classroom. I think because of the time, we still have 3 minutes to 11. It is the time to sum up the presentation. Thank you. You can see in the chat box there are so many questions from students.
Yes.
I think for all the students, you can interact with Dr. Pimpaka by emailing in the email address that in the previous section. So thank you very much on behalf of the member of Mathematics Education. Thank you for the knowledge you are sharing to us today. We hope that in the next sessions we can mitigate sometimes in the conference of any other event of mathematics education. So give applause everybody to Dr. Pimpaka Intaros. Thank you very much. Okay, also for the students, thank you for participating. I am Weni Dupratiwi. I end the session by wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Ms. Pimpaka. Thank you.
Thank you for having me today. So if you have any question, you can send me via the email, so I can send you the answer after that.
Okay, thank you.
Only one question. Can I? One question. Do you have any suggestion where can we get the book like you show us?
Yes. Yes. It's quite hard because the translated version is also sell in Thailand also, but it's quite hard to you understand. But the English version it will bought in Japan. So in Japan it's quite difficult to buy. You have to find your friends in Japan. Yeah, and so this one I brought this one from Japan. My friends have friends in Japan, so they have the credit card to pay in Japan. Yes, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure they have the worldwide or not. But at that time, I bought this one. I asked my friends that have the friends in Japan to buy this one for me.
Oh, very valuable book. Thank you for the information.
Yes, but Thai version you can find in Thai also.
Yeah, unfortunately we can't read Thai. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
โอเคค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Baiklah, Bapak Ibu yang saya hormati, akhirnya kita sudah sampai di penghujung acara. I represent the committee to thank the speaker, Dr. Pimpaka Intaros, for your very good lecture about open approach in mathematics learning. May all of us get the value and benefits from your lecture. Terima kasih kepada Bapak Ibu dosen pendidikan matematika FKIP Unsri yang berkenan hadir pada hari ini, dan juga kepada mahasiswa yang telah mengikuti dan berpartisipasi aktif selama kuliah umum berlangsung. Saya selaku pembawa acara memohon maaf apabila terdapat salah kata dan hilaf. Kepada Allah saya mohon ampun. Even guiding this event, I made mistakes or offend someone here. Please forgive me. Let's close this event by saying hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.